Happy Friday the 13th YouTube, Team Movies here. Now I am doing my reviews for all the Friday the 13th movies. I just did a review for the original. Now here's my review for 1981's Friday the 13th Part 2. Now when the original film got released, it made some pretty good dough. Let me pull out how much the original Friday the 13th made. I should have made this video before I went bed. But the original made some pretty good dough when it got released. 1980 box office. Yeah, it made only about 59.8 million US. And so it did pretty well. I mean, it wasn't like a massive hit or anything, but it did pretty well. With some critics, and it did pretty well financial-wise. So obviously, come in 1981, they decided to go right ahead and do a sequel like about a year after the original films got released. And so, come to the original, the original I will probably say is not as great as the second one is not as good as the original, but it's still a pretty good one. This time around, a little bit of spoiler, but the final girl in the original ends up getting killed in the opening scene, which is usually rare to see like final girls end up getting killed and all. Anyway, now this is of course this time around this sequel ends up focusing once again on these teenage camp counselors, led by Jeannie, portrayed by Amy Still. And of course, you've got John Furley, who portrays the head counselor, Paul, who ends up pretty much relating to the story of Jason Voorhees, who's this time around portrayed by Warrington Gillette. And so this time around, you get, of course, if you guys don't remember the original Friday the 13th, Pamela Voorhees ends up becoming the main killer, and so she ends up pretty much getting killed in the original. So Jason ends up, coming back and pretty much, back in all, and he's like killing new camp counselors to avenge his mother's death. And so this time around we get Jason, but except we don't get the mask, we just get him like in like a scarecrow type mask. But that aside, Friday the 13th 2 did not really get well received or anything, but I always got kicked out of Friday the 13th Part 2. It also had some really cool creative kills here. I mean, you got, someone getting their throat slit, you got someone having a machete to the face and all. I mean, yeah, it's safe to say Jason did not play around in the sequel. And it was also pretty cool to see, like, a new camp of counselors. Like, you had Kristen Baker as the character Terry, you had Marta Kober as Sandra Dyer, Walt Gorney as he's of course returned as Crazy Ralph. And so yeah, Friday the 13th 2, once again had some pretty cool kills. Warrington I thought was he was a pretty good Jason. But of course we did not really get to see the mask until Part 3, which I'm going to talk about here in a bit. But yeah, I actually rewatched Friday the 13th Part 2 on the AMC last month. The movie did not really get well received or anything, but it did pretty well. Let me pull up the box office results. Alright. Box office. Yeah, Friday the 13th 2 made about 59.8 million, so made some pretty good dough as well. But if you guys never really seen Friday the 13th Part 2, it's definitely, like I said, not as good as the 1981, but it's still iconic, so yeah. Anyway, let me leave it to you guys. Have you ever seen Friday the 13th Part 2? If so, what you thought of it? Were you a fan of it? Were you not a fan of it? What were some of your favorite kills in it? What were some of your favorite moments? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is Team Movies signing off.